In this video, I'll be going over the top 3 productivity tools that I use as a YouTube project manager to manage YouTube channels much more efficiently, and giving you guys a glimpse of my workflow, my thoughts on this tool. And if you guys are planning to become a YouTube project manager, you are planning to start your YouTube channel, I highly recommend you use the tools that I'm using in this video. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maggie Steven, a YouTube project manager working for Charlie Chang, who is a very famous YouTuber in the US, and I'm sharing you guys what it's like working behind the scenes as his employee. Also sharing you guys what it's like working remotely and giving advices to young adults who need some advices on career and etc. So enough of me talking, let's get into the video. The first tool that is very important for me to use is a project management tool. And this can range from Asana, from Notion, but what I usually use and what we use in our team is ClickUp. ClickUp basically does everything. It allows you to create tasks, create segments, and eventually it also creates automations for you, whether if a task has been done from A and it's transferred to B, what kind of automation it appears. But I don't want to get too complex on ClickUp. I'm just going to show you a glimpse of what I do with ClickUp in the YouTube video production. So this is the channel that I'm actually managing. It's called Startup-Wise YouTube. As you can see here, there is a lot of segments ranging from ideas all the way to publish. So before we actually publish a video, every video starts with a video ideas, right? And with the ideas section, we have a lot of YouTube titles that we can process. You know, it can be right, it can be wrong, but eventually these ideas filtered best fits our YouTube channel brands. For example, this is Startup-Wise. We are talking mostly on how we can help entrepreneurs start their business, giving tips and advices. As you can see, there's a lot of reviews also. We cover tools that comes in handy. So as you can see here, we're doing like videos on Phantom Buster versus Apify for our ideas, and I can delegate that to the host. So in ClickUp, it allows you to have many fields like host, editor, thumbnail, but let's not talk about that right now. I'm just going to talk about the ideas section, scripting in progress, script and review, post-production, ready to publish, and publish. So from ideas, I'll delegate that usually to my YouTube host, and the ideas section, they usually create a script for me. So if I click on this task and they actually submit their work on Google Docs, and I'll probably write comments on their script and whether it's ready, filming, and approved. And then moving on, if their scripting is done, they usually move it to script and review. This is where I usually give the green light or the red light whether this video can be filmed or not. But usually there's a segment called filming here, but I guess once they finish the script, it's automatically on filming, and we move on to the post-production. This is what basically ClickUp does, is that in the post-production stages, we have our video editors on standby. They can actually edit. The thumbnail designers will actually design the thumbnails, and I'll keep track of all this task, making sure that once it's ready to publish, I will move on to the ready to publish section. So again, as you can see, the dashboard of ClickUp is very user-friendly and very easy to manage, and these are all the video content ideas that we have coming up for the next couple of days. So yeah, this is the ready to publish, and once it's published, moved out, published, so that we don't repeat the same content again on the channel. This is the dashboard of ClickUp. Basically, they also have the AI automation. For example, if I were to ask AI here, it's like, hey, can you find me the list of video ideas about LLC in the post-production stages? So we're giving very specific instructions to find the video, and hopefully if I put that in, ClickUp also implement the AI assistant to find out the task that we have on the post-production regarding LLC. So right now, it actually give us like 3 tasks that is in the post-production stages, and that is how to start an LLC for your podcast or media brand, LLC guide for digital nomads, and how to form an LLC for lawyers and accountants. So if I click one of these tasks, LLC guide for digital nomads, it will bring me to the current task. And there's a lot that you can do with ClickUp. Example, we have a lot of automation because this is the dashboard of one channel, and we have a lot of people working in the channel, right? So for example, if I were to delegate this video to Richie, I'll just click on his name right here, and it will pop up in his dashboard that the task has been assigned to him. So then without me communicating to him, he would already know these are the type of video content that he should be editing for. So if I go to his dashboard, which is Richie, the post-production stages, he will have this video task to edit for. So you can see here on his post-production, and once that's ready for to review, he will usually let me know. So this is basically what we do on ClickUp. Is a project management tool to organize everything better, and they have also the calendar view, the board view. You can move things aside from the board for you to a scripting progress and so on. We actually have a dashboard for project manager, which is a data collection dashboard view. This is our secondary channel, and we have ranging from Startup-Wise, my first website, Ecom Mastery. This is the list of channels that we are working with right now, so that it can give me an overall view on how many published videos that we have published this month. It helps me keep things on a bigger picture and see the progress of others project managers work. We can also track each channel, whether there's 27 video ideas, and then I can see the bottleneck, whether there's no task and scripting in progress. Usually in the production cycle, there should always be something to work on, and just see what the overall view is, just to give you guys a glimpse of idea. So moving on, we got the automation. So let's say for this example, I'll probably delegate that to Richie. This will automatically go onto his dashboard, right? Eventually he'll get to know that, hey, this task is given to me and he'll need to work on it. That's the same thing for thumbnail designers, the YouTube hosts, and there's a lot of automation tutorials on YouTube, but I'm not going to go over that right now, as I'm just showing you the productivity tools that I use on my workspace. But ClickUp has a lot of automation. If you create an action item for A, for example, and you want the results to be B, it can do that for you. We have 1,000 of automation here, and I don't want to play around with it as it can really hurt the dashboard. So that is just an overview of ClickUp. And a little bit more about ClickUp is that what we usually do as a YouTube project manager is that we're responsible for creating the YouTube video description, right? So in ClickUp, there's an attachment and you can create new documents in it to write, for example, video description. And what I usually do is that we have a template for all our business. And for example, you have a template on how you write your YouTube description, right? So I can just click on the Startup Wise template and it will give me like a template to begin with. So yeah, that is basically the general essence of ClickUp. You can play around with many of the features here, and there's a lot for you guys to learn. If you guys search on YouTube, there's a lot of ClickUp tutorials. But just going over the features, yes, we got project management, we got product development, knowledge management, which includes the docs, wiki, ask AI. We got also the workflows that I mentioned before, which is the automation. We got the collaboration on Google Docs, whiteboards. That means you can sketch your ideas here, and also time tracking. If you're a business owner, also an entrepreneur, you can actually time them on the amount of hours they work in. So just looking at the pricing here, there's literally free, and this includes 60 megabytes of storage. This is what I currently use with my personal ClickUp account, but for the team, we actually got the business, which only costs you $12. And if you click on the link below, you can actually start a free trial and try it for yourself. And if you have a small team that consists of 5 to 10 persons in it, I think the unlimited plan or also the business plan, which only costs $5 extra for you guys to buy, which comes in unlimited storage, because again, you have lots of video tasks, and unlimited teams. You can bring in more teams, only up to 10 people, but up to 100 even if you want. Again, automation integration, which is really important, and also the mind maps to see where your task is being placed. So I would just recommend unlimited, which is best for small teams if you're just starting out, for like me. But currently I'm using the free plan. I'm managing this YouTube content with just one video editor and myself, and that's already enough for us. Again, this is what I use in ClickUp, and if you're new to ClickUp, I will highly suggest you start using it. It contains a lot of features and it's very beneficial if you really want to start becoming a project manager for an online company, a remote team, just like Charlie and Ari are using. So that is ClickUp. I'm not gonna get too long on this basis. Next on the list is Frame.io, and Frame.io is basically our video collaboration tools that I, as the project manager, collaborate with my video editor if they have any revisions that they need to revise within their video. So Frame.io makes it easy for us to communicate when it comes to online working, because they'll submit a video draft to me and then I'll just need to comment whatever parts of the video that needs to be fixing. So this is just a viewpoint of the Frame.io, which I subscribe for $20 if I'm not mistaken, but for me it's really worth it. For example, I can upload all the files here, and this is my Bangkok vlog trip that me and my girl is starting to make. If you take a look at my Korea travel vlog, my editor will probably upload the second draft of the video and I'll just make comment. As you can see here, there's a lot of comment, and you can also compare the versions in the new version. So for example, if I manage version, if you click on compare version, you can see if he makes the revision on the changes. I've written down tons of video revision here because I'm not really good at video editing. That's why I have a video editor working with me. And for example, if I were to click on this part, I can also check on the second draft if they have fixed the revision comments that I implemented. So basically, Frame.io is so easy for me to manage. All I need to do is upload the raw videos in, which our YouTube host will probably upload on Frame.io. I, as the project manager, will look into the video. If the video editor has submitted the first draft, and I'll just put comments there. That's basically the basic essence of Frame.io. But again, it all comes down to your revision skills. As a project management, you will not find out the little tiny mistakes that they make, but eventually, as you'll get the guidance from your YouTube clients, they'll tell you what's wrong, whether a B-roll needs to be implemented, or if the cut is too fast, or the sound doesn't make sense, or the color grading is just too bad. You can incorporate all that comments down in Frame.io. Okay, so for the pricing section, you can actually get a free plan on Frame.io. It's up to 2 members, and actually the storage size is very small. It's just 2 gigabytes of storage. That's basically me filming a video for 5 minutes. So I will not highly recommend you guys to use this plan if you guys are just starting out and only up to 2 projects. So it's just for you to get your hands on whether Frame.io is good. But what I bought for myself is the Pro plan, which only cost me I think $15, and it's up to 5 members included 2 terabyte per additional member, and we can basically create unlimited projects and also custom branded shares. I don't know what that is honestly, but I think what that means is that you can share your videos to a lot of different people for them to see, and there's share link exploration, share permission, and also you can comment some attachment, whether if you want to upload some file or some Google documents. But I think for me, the pro for professionals just like myself uploading this YouTube content, we actually use the frame.io, as it's very important, as I'm working remotely and my video editor is also working remotely from a different city, so that it's easier for us to collaborate instead of talking on Zoom for long hours. So that is frame.io, and there's actually a lot of features, but the main point that I use this platform is called for video collaboration. That is it. And just sharing you guys some of the workflows that I implement in frame.io is that you can actually create new projects here, whether you want to start the blank template, digital video production, location scouting, casting and audition. But for me, I just like to use the blanks video projects and just name it whatever I want. For example, what tools I use as so stuff like that. I'll probably create a new project, but not gonna create that one right now. But that is the essence of frame.io. So if you guys don't actually know, the third tool in my list is called 1 of 10. This recent tool has been such a game changer for me when I use 1 of 10. So basically 1 of 10 is a tool in YouTube that helps find high performing video ideas and thumbnails by identifying outliers. So as you can see here, this is our 1 of 10. And for example, if I type in the word how to become a YouTube project manager, and this will actually come up, as again, there's a lot of videos that comes up, but it's not really specific, hence why they have the filter section. If I type in a much more general, how to become successful in YouTube, and type that in, and maybe set the filters, you can play around with the filters, which is the outlier 2 times, maybe a subscriber with a smaller channel just like myself under 5k, and views that is 100k, and a video duration between 10 to 15 minutes. You can change from the last 6 months, you can apply the changes, and again, it's showing like how this guy, which has 4,000 subscribers, is actually getting 6,000 views, you know, where the average video views is actually 2,000. I can study his thumbnails, I can look at more thumbnails that is actually like this, or I can actually go to his content by pressing on this button and it will direct me to my content. So I've actually downloaded 1 of 10 Google extension here. So if I go to his YouTube channel, I can see the outliers, which is okay, let's see that his video right now is 3.8 and this one is 6.5 for a 4,000 subscriber. That's, you know, an outlier, which is the video that we were just talking about, and this video is performing well. Then we can ask the big question, which is why does this video perform well, or what did he do in his title, in his video, that allows him to get this much view, which is better SEO search on YouTube. So as you can see, he put in the timeline stamp. I can also see the tags, you know, how to grow on social media, how to grow on YouTube, and I can see that the total views 119,000 total views for his channel, but this video particularly has the most outlier, which got into 17k above. So his SEO score is actually 30, which is not that great, but still his video did really well, and you can see a lot of engagement here. So basically this is the tool that I really use to find out for thumbnail designing process. For example, it says 0 to 1k, so you can actually see the before and after results on how to grow YouTube subscriber, and you can play around with 1 of 10, and they actually have a title generator, but I actually need to upgrade it right now. So I don't usually use title generator for 1 of 10. I usually mainly for the thumbnails and study how they incorporate their videos. So for example, if I want to find similar topics, I can find the similar topics in that niche. For example, this has 10.3 times the outlier, which is he has only 1k and his video brings in 2k, where it's only averaging 244 views per video average. So that is basically 1 of 10. I highly recommend you guys to start using 1 of 10 to make your thumbnail better, because that's such a game changer. As you can see that there's a lot of videos that you guys are competing with, and the most eye-catching thumbnails that will probably convert into clicks and will equal into views. So for the pricing plans, you get only 2 pricing, which is basic and also the pro. You know, if you guys have the money for it and if you guys want to study, and it is a very useful tool, you can actually buy the basic plan, which only costs $29 per month if you buy from the yearly plan. But if you get only from the monthly plan, you can only get $39. You can track millions of outliers, which is very important, and more. I'm not quite sure why. I only use it for, you know, finding what makes a good YouTube thumbnail. But the features you're gonna get with it is, again, idea generator. I rarely use this, and title generator, but I use it more towards the thumbnail generator and also the niche explorer and the track channels, you know, what videos did well for them. That's basically what I use it for. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys to use the 1 of 10 Google Chrome extension. That is basically for free, and if you guys scroll to YouTube, you can actually find YouTube videos that is an outlier in their channel and why it's performing well. Like again, I always say this in my video, try to watch YouTube video, social media reels from a creator perspective, not just from a consumer perspective where you just enjoy the content, but what makes this video special, what works in the thumbnail, how do you actually implement the video to actually get good results, right? So that is the top 3 tools that I use as a project management working for a a YouTuber, and I use this tool on a daily basis to incorporate that to Charlie's secondary channels that I'm managing right now called StartupWise. If you guys have any questions about these tools, I will be happy to answer to all of your comments. I have leave the links down below if you guys want to start using these tools directly. It does support my channel as it is an affiliate links that I'll be posting. But yeah, if you guys are serious about starting your own YouTube media game or also working for a YouTuber and you want at least to have a head start, it's good to start using ClickUp or even 1 of 10 so that you're ahead of the competition. This is basically what I do. And yeah, I hope you guys find this video valuable, and I'm happy to share more videos like this. So guys, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if this video is meaningful. And if you want to share it to another person, feel free to do so. This is Eggy. Peace out. Bye-bye.